Hello, my friends and body priests and Christians. I said about your mother, right? So you're following, correct? You're following number one, number two, number three, number four, right? Okay, I will explain you about your mother, but I have to be quick, be fast, because I don't want to take much of your time, right? So let's go. It's about your mother, right? So, okay, it is about your mother, so let me start this way. My dear sister and my dear brother, my dear priest, my body priest, my dear friends, my dear Christians. Do you remember when I mentioned your mother in the previous message? Yes, your mother. Today I kindly ask you to do something very, very personal. As you listen to me now, please consider my mother as if she were your mother. Put yourself in my place. And from this moment on, when I refer to my mother, I would like you to hear as if I were speaking about your mother. So let me ask you a question. How far would you go to care for your mother? The one who loved you and loves you, protected you or protect you, and perhaps even said that she would, they always say this, right? All mothers, they say this, die for you. Would you do everything in your power to protect her, to comfort her, to fight for her? Because that's exactly how I love, treat, and care for my mother. As I say with all my heart, even if she once said she would die for her children, I would die for her. I left the United States to take care of her. I chose to stand by her side, not because I had to, but because love is not spoken, love is proven. Let me tell you a little about her. Her name is Dorothy. In Portuguese is Dorotea. She's 84 years old. She married very young and had 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl. I am the oldest. And because of that, I have always felt the responsibility to protect her. But my mother did not have an easy life. She never had a happy marriage. She lived many years with a controlling, abusive, and alcoholic husband. We, her children, grew up in a home filled with fear, pain, and harsh words. We suffered beatings, mistreatment, and emotional wounds that marked our childhood deeply. Yet, through all of this, my mother never lost her faith. She taught us daily the words of Psalms 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Her faith became our shelter. Her prayers became our protection. And her love became our light. And that's true. I am her mirror. I do exactly what she does to people. Even in the darkest moments, she believed in God's mercy and never abandoned hope. She prayed that one day hearts would change, that peace would come, that God's justice and love would shine. My father eventually died of cirrhosis, alcohol situation. Even after all that suffering, my mother buried him herself, never abandoned hope that God could change him, transform him, or use even his life for good. She showed us the meaning of forgiveness, endurance, and unconventional love. Today, my mother is fragile. She suffers from constant pain. She needs specialized medical care, geriatricians, cardiologists, oncologists, and dentists. But right now, we cannot afford it. I cannot afford it for her. Her legs are swollen. And she urgently needs treatment. I dream of giving her a private health care plan so she can finally receive proper care and experience comfort in the final years of her life. Because when I look at her now, I see her slowly fading. It's true, my friend. It is true, priests. It is true, my fellow Christians. I feel that she's leaving. And it hurts me a lot. It hurts me a lot. Not because it is her time to go, but because I cannot yet provide the care she needs. I feel vulnerable. And watch our videos that I have here. Have your own conclusion, your very own conclusion, and you understand why and how. Put yourself in my place. Have some empathy, and you understand. Yes, in Brazil we have the public health system, the SUS, S-U-S, government part. She has been waiting for an appointment for over 2 years and is still waiting or nothing. It is true. That's the reality in Brazil. If you heard about Brazil in this situation, you know what I'm talking about. If you have any Brazilian members in your church, ask them and they'll tell you how bad SUS is in Brazil. A private plan would mean immediate care, oops, let me repeat again, I'm sorry. A private plan would mean immediate care, relief, and peace. I cook for her, I clean, I live to have things. I am the son who tries to provide, and sometimes it feels like I am not. I am the son who tries to provide, and sometimes it feels like I am not enough. And when I feel powerless, my heart breaks. But even in this weakness, I remember 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient. Love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. I persevere, I fight, I care. And yes, my dear sister and brothers and priests and fellow Christians, I cry when I see her suffering, not because I am weak, but because my love for her is so deep, so human, so real. And I know you do the same for your mother. I know you do the same for your mother. Or even for someone else's mother as well, member of your church. This is the work of faith, the work of the heart, and the work that God calls us to do for those we love. And I ask you to reflect on your own heart. What would you do for your beloved mother? Those are the questions, right? Would you die for her? Would you fight for her? Would you pray and ask God? And fellow Christians, would you help her? Would you go to any length to protect, comfort, and provide for her? Or would you give up? Of course not. Of course you would not give up. And with the support of God and Christians like you, I will succeed. I will support my mother. Not just from prayers from you, but also my request answered, which is not a big request. It is not a big request. It is a simple request that will make a huge difference. Let me leave you with the words of Proverbs 23:22. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. How nice, huh? Your mother is a gift. She deserves care, love, respect, and devotion, just as God commands us to love and honor her. I care for my mother, I love her, and when the day comes that she leaves this world, I will feel profound emptiness. But I will never regret trying to do everything possible, asking for help, praying, and relying on God to give her the care she deserves. As I said, I cook for her, I clean, I carry the burdens, I provide. I am her son, her protector, her servant, in the way God intended. And yes, this vulnerability, this helplessness, this struggle affects me deeply. It touched my soul. It will be part of the next video where I speak about myself. So, I leave you, my brother, my sisters, my priest, my body priest, my fellow Christians. I leave you with the same question as I asked before. How far would you go for your beloved mother or someone else's mother? Would you die for her, for your mother? Would you fight for her, for your mother? Would you ask God and fellow Christians to help, as I'm asking you now, for your help? Or would you give up? Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. Yes? And with the support of God and Christians like you, I will succeed. May God bless you for for listening, and please I invite you now to watch the next video where I will speak about me, about Antonio, your brother Antonio, your body Antonio, your Christian Antonio. Thank you, and God bless you.